What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and today I'm going to talk about something that's actually very close on the horizon, which is the release of Hero 26. Not much is known about this new hero, so I'm going to tackle the task of figuring out who they are, what role they'll play, and when they'll be released. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. Let's start off with the easiest part, which is Hero 26's release date. With Blizzcon 2017 being less than 2 weeks away, along with the 4-month hero release cycle which we have seen so far with Overwatch, this is almost definitely when we'll see them get first revealed. More specifically, the BlizzCon opening ceremony on November 3rd is most likely to be the exact date, as this is when we saw Sombra get announced last year. Now, there has been some debate about this release date, mostly based on an interview video from back in mid-September, where Jeff Kaplan mentioned Hero 26.
Hero 26 is very playable and very fun internally, and that's all I'll say. And it's not coming out as soon as you think, so everybody don't think that's a teaser, but Hero 26 is already amazing.
People claim that when he says it's not coming out as soon as you think, he's referencing BlizzCon, since a lot of people are expecting this event to host the reveal. However, I find it much more likely that Jeff was just dismissing the interviewer's clear visual excitement at the prospect of a new hero, and wanted to clarify that their mere mention didn't mean that their release was imminent in the next few weeks or so after the interview. Therefore, it still seems very likely that we'll see whoever the new hero is get revealed during this BlizzCon. Moving on to Hero 26's role in the game, the one that is by far most needed and has had the most demand from the community recently is a new primary healer. As it stands, Mercy and Ana are the only two main healers we have in the game, and when you add in Lucio and Zenyatta as secondary healers, this still only adds up to 4 healers total out of the 25 total heroes currently in the game. This lack of support diversity has been a major factor in Overwatch's notoriously DPS-heavy matches, as well as frustration from support mains who only have a small handful of options to pick from in order to heal their teammates. While there are certainly other roles that would be welcome in the game, this one is by far the most crucial. That being said though, it doesn't guarantee that Hero 26 will be a healer, or even a support for that matter. It takes Blizzard a long time to develop a hero fully, from concept to playable in-game. Based off of what Blizzard has shown and told us about the game's development, this process seemingly takes at least a year, if not much longer. Therefore, it's possible that a non-support hero is farthest along in the pipeline right now, and thus is the next one ready to be released. After all, the huge demand for a new healer didn't really become mainstream until this past summer, so technically, anything is possible. While I think we'll most likely see a new healer of some kind, we should just prepare ourselves emotionally for the possibility of it being something else. But in the likely event that it is a healer of some kind, what would their abilities be? All 4 of the game's current healers have quite different methods of supporting, ranging from projectiles to an AoE aura. Honestly, it's kind of hard to think of a new healing method that's fundamentally different from what already exists. I have a few ideas, such as a TF2 style health dispenser, or some kind of enemy health leeching, which you can then redistribute to your own teammates, but I haven't been able to come up with any mechanical specifics, nor find any ideas from the community that really stand out to me as being exceptionally viable or interesting. If you've got any ideas yourself, then please be sure to leave them in a comment down below. The last aspect to discuss regarding Hero 26 is their identity. Blizzard is great at making cool and lovable characters, so we of course have to speculate about who the next one will be. There are a lot of known characters within the Overwatch universe whom we've heard of, but know little to nothing about, such as Reinhardt's assistant Brigitte, the Junkertown Queen, and the 6th founding member of Overwatch, Liao. 2 characters which I regard as being the most likely to appear as playable heroes at some point are Hammond and Pharah's father. Hammond, who is supposedly some kind of intelligent primate from the Horizon lunar colony, has so far only been mentioned in the Horizon map teaser. His entire existence may have only been to add further flavor and intrigue to the buildup of this new map. However, given that being some kind of small monkey or ape would make him fairly unique visually, especially since Winston by comparison is a large gorilla, it seems like there is certainly potential for Hammond as a new hero. He could possibly even fit the role of a primary healer, depending on what abilities he would have. I could see him being very small and agile, allowing him to quickly move around the map to heal his teammates, while being very difficult for the enemy to hit. It's just speculation, but it would be nice to see some more non-human heroes in the game. Farah's father is almost as mysterious as Hammond, as we only have 2 images of him to go off of, and don't even know his name. Given his appearance in these images, along with the TV screen in the background, it seems likely that he is Canadian and possibly of Native American descent. This is actually what makes him seem most viable as a new hero candidate, since Blizzard strives to give Overwatch a very diverse cast of characters, and so far we don't have any hero who fits into either of these 2 respective national or ethnic categories. Additionally, given that we already have a mother and daughter duo in the game, how nice would it be to include the father as well, to have a whole happy family? And even better, we can put them on opposite teams to make them fight each other to the death. Regardless of who the new hero is or what role they'll play in the game, the one thing that still seems most likely is that they will be released at Blizzcon. And given how previous heroes have started getting teased by Blizzard about a week before their reveal, we'll probably begin seeing hints about 26 pretty soon. So get ready to board the new hero hype train once again, because it'll soon be leaving the station if it hasn't already. There have been a couple leaks regarding the new hero, but none of them seem remotely valid, so I won't even bother addressing them specifically. As of right now, it seems like the release of Hero 26 has remained spoil-free, just the way I like it. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to comment below with your own thoughts about Hero 26, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit the bell icon to keep up with all my future Overwatch news and content. I need to start working now on my BlizzCon predictions video, since, golly gee, it's less than 2 weeks away. Where does the time go? Curse you, Junkenstein's Revenge, and your endless PvE fun. Anyways, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.